All right, let's talk about something big. A massive change is coming to one of the most important English tests in the world. So if you're even thinking about taking the TOEFL in 2026 or later, you're going to want to stick around. This is the breakdown you need.
Okay, so here's the deal. Circle this date on your calendar, January 21st, 2026, because on that day, the speaking section of the TOEFL IBT gets a complete and total makeover. It's a huge update, but don't worry, we're going to get you ready for it starting right now.
And when I say changing, I mean completely. We're talking a total overhaul here. You know that old test you've been studying for? All those templates and strategies everyone memorized? Yeah, you can just toss them out. This is a brand new game with a whole new set of rules. So what does this actually mean for you? Well, it's a fundamental shift in what the test is even trying to measure. Let's really break down the old world versus the new world of TOEFL speaking. Okay, so just look at this comparison. It really tells the whole story, doesn't it? The old way was so predictable, so structured, you could almost get by on memorized templates. But the new way? It's all about being spontaneous, just like a real interview. They're not testing your memory anymore, they're testing how you think and communicate in the moment. And that means, yep, no more prep time. That's right, it's a clean slate. Every single one of those classic speaking tasks you might have heard of, they're all gone. Instead, we're getting 2 brand new tasks that are designed to see how you handle real-world English. So let's meet your new challenges.
First up is challenge number 1, listen and repeat. Now, this sounds super simple on the surface, but trust me, the devil is in the details. You'll hear a short sentence, kind of like this one, right in your headphones. Your job, as soon as it's done playing, you repeat it back. Exactly. Word for word with the same flow, the same rhythm. And get this, you get 0 prep time. None. So this task is basically a workout for your brain. It's not just about repeating words. It's testing 3 things at once. Can you remember what you just heard? Can you pronounce it clearly and make it sound natural? And can you do all of that perfectly right on the spot? And it's not just one and done. This is a rapid fire drill. You're going to get 7 of these prompts, one right after the other. It's a real test of how precise you can be and how well you can process and produce English in real time.
Now, this new focus on real-world conversation leads us straight into the second big challenge, the interview. This is where the test really tries to mimic a genuine conversation.
So, a recorded interviewer is going to ask you a bunch of questions about a common topic. After a question like this one, you'll have 45 seconds to give a nice, full answer. Then, the system will actually ask you follow-up questions to keep the conversation going. The real goal here is to see if you can expand on your ideas. They don't just want a one-sentence answer. They want to see you support your thoughts with details and examples. It's all about showing them how you think, not just what you memorized. You know, just like you'd have to do in a university class. And check this out. The scoring has totally changed to reflect this. That old, rigid topic development category, gone. The new scoring for the interview is all about fluency, coherence and elaboration, and accuracy. Basically, can you speak smoothly, do your ideas make sense together, and is your grammar on point? It's way more straightforward and much more focused on actual communication. So knowing all this, your whole preparation strategy has to change. Seriously, the old study guides are out. This is your new game plan. Look, if you take only one thing away today, let it be this. Stop memorizing templates. It just won't work anymore, and it might even hurt your score. Preparing for this new test is more like learning an instrument. You can't just read about how to play. You have to actually practice, deliberately and with focus. And hey, here's a real, concrete target for you. A key ingredient for fluency is your speaking rate. The sweet spot you're aiming for is between 150 and 160 words per minute. If you go too slow, it can sound like you're not confident. Too fast, and nobody can understand you. This is the zone you want to live in. So, how do you actually do this deliberate practice thing? It's simple, really. It's this 4-step loop. First, record yourself. Just use your phone and answer a practice question. Second, listen back and be your own toughest critic. What's the biggest issue? Too many ums? Struggling for words? Third, pick just one thing to improve. Don't try to fix everything at once. And finally, step 4, answer the exact same question again, but this time, your only mission is improving that one weakness. This is how you get better fast. To really nail this, you've got to build the right habits. Train your ear every day. Throw yourself some random, unexpected questions to practice thinking on your feet. And just surround yourself with English, podcasts, movies, news. It'll help you absorb the natural flow of the language.
Oh, and a little pro tip, get a decent headset. You don't want to lose points just because of bad audio. Here's the most important thing to remember through all of this. They're not trying to make the test harder. They're trying to make it fairer. They want to reward you for your real, practical English skills, not for your ability to memorize a bunch of test-taking tricks. And honestly, that's good news.
This is really the beginning of a whole new era for the TOEFL. It's an era that pushes you to become a better, more authentic communicator. The test is finally catching up to what it means to actually use English in the real world. The new TOEFL speaking test is a challenge, for sure, but it's also a huge opportunity. It's asking you to be more than just a test taker. It's asking you to be a communicator. The work you put in for this test will make you a more confident, more fluent English speaker, ready for whatever comes next. So the only question left is, how are you going to rise to the occasion?